All right, YouTube. All right, YouTube.
We good? Or
No, not yet, bro. I don't know what is going on. Here we go. I think what is going on today. Homes deserve beautiful furniture. Just ask this, Bob. Give me a second, man. I don't know what is going on. I hit the live button and it ain't doing nothing yet.
okay.
Here we go. Finally, YouTube, after all the mess, it's here. It is Mark Dark TV. It's your boy Lamont Tyson. We are happy you guys are here. I heard some of y'all say y'all were taking off from work. Shoot, brother Mark, you got people taking off from their jobs. They about to lose some pension money. Talk to us, brother.
Man, I'm glad y'all came, man. We would have had this earlier, but I had some personal stuff had to take care of. But we here, man. I've been wanting to do this for years. Ever since I heard about Lamont, like about 2 to 3 years ago, I've been wanting to do this. So it's gonna be great.
Yeah, man. You looking good in your power attire. You got the power room set up. You got the power hat, bro. It all look right over there, my man. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is how we're going to do it today. We're going to get to know Mark Dart a little better. We're going to get to know what got him started in YouTube, how he became one of the most voices in the power universe, where he's going to take his channel in the future, and then you know what time it is. It's time to talk about panty draws coming off, cheats getting clapped, and then we're going to talk about all the good things that have happened in Power Book 2 and his predictions for what's going to happen in Tommy's story. And having said all that, Mark Dart, let me let the people know that when we're done, this is going directly to the podcast. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't have the podcast, it is right there. Be sure to check it out. It's going to be on Mark Dart's channel as well. And he's going to post to his social media. All his links and my links are in the video description. And we've already got some super chats, my brother. So we got Sweet November coming through with the $50. What's up, Sweet November? And then we've got the big homie Nelly coming through, calling us the GOATs. You know, we ain't Tom Brady, but damn it, we'll take it. If you want to say that, we'll take it. So we is in the building. We ready to get this thing live. So Mark Dart TV, tell us all how you got started in YouTube and what was your initial motivation for getting into YouTube?
I've been on and off YouTube for a long time. Back in 2016. You know, I'm a real big boxing fan or whatever. You know, I be training and all that stuff. So I had a lot of intel on the sport of boxing. So I just wanted to focus on having like a solid boxing channel. And that's where it all started. It was just a straight up boxing channel. I do my predictions and stuff like that. And then it was like a rumor that Floyd Mayweather was going to be in Power. So I made like a video about it. And I noticed that it got way more views than like my regular stuff. So I was like, man, like this may be something. But I didn't really think too much about it until I made, I think it was like a Power Season 3 video about like the season finale. And then once again, the views, like it went through the roof compared to my other videos. So I was like, okay, I know what time it is. I'm gonna, you know, I think I'm gonna just change my channel from Mark Dark Boxing to Mark Dark TV. And then that's when I changed at the end of 2016. And then going into 2017, that's where I dedicated my channel to just power because I did my research. I didn't see nobody like breaking down characters, storylines, fan theories, the stuff that we talk about to our friends and family. I didn't really see nobody talking about it on YouTube. So I was like, might as well go ahead and be the first one to do it. So it was just all curtains from there, man.
That's right. And if people don't remember, Mark Dart, in terms of power, kind of pulled me in to power a little bit. I had previously did a trailer breakdown for Power, and similar to you, Mark, I noticed when I did a trailer breakdown, I noticed that the thing went nuts. So before I was doing Power and TV and movies, I was doing tech. I was doing a lot of streaming video stuff like that, and I was trying to branch out into TV and movies. And so I did one, and then I reached out to you, and when we was talking about, do you remember Officer Milk Dud? And we kind of started chatting on that, And next thing you know, bam, it was a race. Let's see how we can push our fans for more and more content. And so that got you started with the power journey. So do you not do boxing anymore? Have you kind of pushed that to the side for now?
I like once I started power, I was still doing boxing stuff. Like I was still mixing it in there. But like recently, I just really just been like TV shows, Power, BMF, Snowfall, all the shows that I normally do. But I do kind of want to go back to, doing some boxing predictions like I used to.
So do you think you might decide to branch off, do another channel, or you might do your boxing maybe on another social media platform for those that want to follow you with your boxing?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna probably start another channel as well and talk about just all types of different things and like boxing and other sports or whatever. Because I did it like while I'm on this channel, I was actually talking about like basketball and stuff like that too. But it would probably be a good idea just to have another channel that's dedicated to just random reviews about sports and different topics.
Right, because it seems like YouTube doesn't bless you that well when you're doing a whole lot of different things on your channel. Because I've tried it, and they just seem like they don't bless you to grow as fast as you possibly can. If you're taking your channel in two different venues, that would be good. So, considering you as a fan of boxing, are you into boxing? Did you have a boxing background, or are you still boxing now?
I used to train. I'm from Dayton, Ohio, so we had a lot of like boxers from here. So like, and I used to actually work with some of the people that was in the sport or whatever. And my dad used to box back in the day, so I just been around the sport my whole life. So that's why it was like the first channel that I thought would be good to do.
Right. Now let's talk a little bit about as you've been growing, because you're blowing up now and you're going to be doing a lot of these interviews. And I'm glad you gave me one of the first ones. People are going to want to know what have been some of the struggles you've dealt with as a YouTuber and trying to get to this platform and grow. So talk to the people a little bit about some of the different barriers you felt like you've had to face as a YouTuber trying to grow in this space.
I would say that the most difficult part about YouTube is the beginning, because it's like so hard. You want to get all those views and you see everybody else, you see what they're doing, and you ain't really making no money at first. And right now it's even harder. It's harder to make money on YouTube than it was when I started. Because when I started, you can just hop on and instantly make money. But YouTube, they catching on, they getting smart. So they making you have all these requirements before you can even start making money. And, the biggest challenge I had was just trying to be consistent and, stay on the game plan, man. Because it is difficult, especially when you're not growing the way that you want to grow and you've seen everybody else grow. But that's the biggest thing. You got to really just be patient. Like, it's going to come. And that's what I told myself, like back in 2016. I said, no matter what, I'm going to continue to just keep going. Even if I'm tired or whatever, I'm just going to try to be consistent. Consistency was my biggest thing, no matter what.
Understood, brother. Understood. And again, I'm grateful for you coming to sit on my electronic couch, having this interview with us. Right now, we've got 275 people. Let's get 275 likes. If you've never seen Mark Dark, be sure to go and subscribe to the brother's channel. He's on fire right now. He's blowing up, puts out equally as good theories, videos, all kinds of good stuff dealing with power, and he continues to grow his channel. Now, last year, you did a show called Your Honor. A little different from Power, but still nonetheless a great show. Mr. Cranston was in it. Talk a little bit about what caused you to go outside the Power universe to do that particular show.
Well, even with that show, it's other shows that I've done that wasn't even Power related. But with like Your Honor, I did that show because of Brian, because I'm a very big fan of Breaking Bad. So once I saw that trailer, the first trailer, that I was already hooked. I was like, yeah, I'm doing this show. Like, I already know it's going to be good. And it was a limited series. It wasn't even supposed to have a season 2. But since the numbers were so good, they got a season 2 coming.
Oh, they do? Okay. Yeah. So can the fans look forward to seeing you doing more videos for that in the season 2?
Oh, yeah. Your Honor season 2, I'm going to be doing videos for that one as well.
Gotcha. That sounds good, man. So outside of the Power universe, what are some of the other shows that you like that your fans can possibly see on your radar, something you're reviewing? I know you like BMF. I think you like P Valley. Are you into the P Valley thing on Stars?
Yep, P-Valley. I'm getting ready to start doing videos on that again. They just finished filming, so that'll be coming probably spring or summer.
Right, right. And so now you've seen Stars grow from it was a relatively small apparatus to now they've got like a 50 universe like the Marvel universe.
Right.
How do you feel about the way Stars and all the shows have grown so fast? I mean, it seems like you can probably take a look at your channel and see how you've grown and almost compare it to the growth of the Stars network as if you've been helping them grow.
Right. I'm happy. Stars can continue to grow because if they keep growing and they keep dropping shows, all it is just more money in my pocket. So they can keep these shows. I don't care how long these shows, they can go for 20 seasons. It's all about the money at the end of the day. So I was happy when they did the Power Universe. I was like, bet. I was getting prepared for Power to end. And then they came out and said they got all these spinoffs coming. I'm like, that's a blessing. So
yeah, man. So you're gonna keep getting that bag, right? The bag is gonna keep coming one way or the other one. And another show that you've done is All American, and that has one of Stars' new young talents in it that plays in BMF. Talk to the people a little bit about that show if they didn't know you was doing All American.
All American. Oh yeah, I hopped on that. A lot of my subs was telling me to do All American, so that's why I started to do that show. That's more like one of my side shows that I do just for fun or whatever.
Right.
Also, it's another YouTuber. Her name is Erica Vane TV. She a beast. Like I said, she reminded me of myself when I was doing Power. So she was dropping all this content on All American, and like she inspired me to start doing videos on that show. And then they got Da Vinci that's in All American end up being on BMF. So I was like, bet this is good news for me because then I can talk about him being an All American and also being in BMF at the same time. And All American, All American. They coming back in like 2 weeks. They got All American. I think the rest of season 4, I believe, and then they got All American Homecoming, all on the same night.
Oh, what? Oh man, it's gonna be going. Are you gonna cover all that good stuff?
Yeah, so it's they airing both shows back to back. So both shows are airing on a Monday night. The week of Snowfall, the week that Snowfall season 5 come out, All American will be dropping 2 new shows.
Man. So speaking of Snowfall, we did get a super chat for someone talking about Snowfall. Since you've already went there, I'll bounce to that too. So you're gonna be busy as hell that week because you've got All American. You're still gonna have some Tommy, and then you're gonna have Snowfall. So man, talk to me about how you feel about Snowfall, and how you feel that show compares to the things going on in the 50-verse.
Snowfall, I try not even to compare a lot of these shows because it's different time periods. So it's kind of hard to compare like Snowfall to Power. I know a lot of people do or whatever. I mean, I like Power better, but I understand what time it is with Snowfall. Like Snowfall is very detailed. So when I first started Snowfall, it took me some time to start catching on. Like it took me the first 2 seasons. And then once I got to season 3, it made me appreciate the first 2 seasons a little bit more because it's very detailed.
Agreed.
Got a lot of dialogue and storytelling. It's a little bit different, but
100% agree with you.
It got crazy. Like it started to get way more graphic. You started to see the effects of what the crack cocaine did to our urban communities, and it was just something. Like I can't wait to see this next season.
So how do you think this next season is going to play out? With you've got them trying to set up in the country in Arkansas. You got Franklin Saint flying airplanes now. You got doing what he do. You got Auntie doing what she do. I even seen Franklin Saint, boy, he done took his afro and got it dread and got it cornrow. What's going on, brother?
You said Franklin got cornrows?
No. His homeboy got cornrows.
Leon. You know Leon? Leon.
Yeah.
Leon, yeah, he be switching up his hair all the time. But yeah, I think this season gonna be crazy. The good thing about Snowfall is it's like based on actual history. So this season is gonna be heavily influenced by the crash units that, of course, were coming in heavy on these communities because of what the drug was doing. The government is going to get involved even more. And Franklin Saint, he's moving up. This is like big business for him. Everybody's moving up. Everybody wants to do their own thing. So that means there's going to be some personal issues within the family. So this season will be about family issues. And of course, Franklin got a kid now. He done clapped those cheeks. And now the boy going to be a daddy. And it's going to get tough. it's gonna get tough for him this season, man.
Yeah, man.
He didn't want to pull out this time. But hey,
well, you know, that's 90% of us men. We hardly ever strap on with a parachute. we ain't doing too much pulling out now. We're gonna stay in
raw.
Yeah, man. We gonna get that stuff raw. What did my boy Cat Williams say? We get in there and be like, girl, we can't feel nothing. I can't feel nothing, girl. We go in there and we stay right the hell up in it, man. Right. So let me get one more piece of YouTube advice from you, and then we'll go ahead and start talking about these powers, man. If you was coaching a young YouTuber, man, let me get this super chat first. This is legendary. Lamont and Mark Dart, 2 legends. Much love to you both. Stay blessed. We appreciate your family. And be sure to subscribe to my man's channel. Link is in video description underneath the bottom. We've got 400 people checking us out on a Tuesday at lunch. Be sure to check out the podcast coming up next and go check his channels out and his social media. Links will all be in description. Mark, if you was looking at a young Mark Dart or a young Nina Simone or whoever is doing YouTube, and they're just starting out right now in today's era of YouTube, what advice would you give them so that they can be successful on this platform?
The number one thing I would tell them is to be patient. Have a game plan and don't stop the game plan. Like, you're going to get to where you're going to get to. Trust me. It's going to take some time. It may be days when you only make like 2 cents when you first start, or 3 cents. But trust me, those cents going to add up eventually. And you're going to get to where you got to get to, but you got to stay consistent. You do not get, discouraged as far as your dream. Like, it's going to come. So just staying with the game plan and staying consistent, following the trends, do your research on certain shows and just know what's coming. Because when I was doing power, I was making like 3 to 4 power videos a day. I had people running their mouth. I mean, people going to run their mouth on internet anyway. They was like, man, all you do is power. All you do is power. This is when I first started doing power videos. It was like, well, you better hope when power end that you got something else, because it's over for your channel. Like, people will say this, people will try to discourage you, but I just kept going. So I started doing my research on other shows that was going to come out, and that's how I got to The Shy. Like, I did my research, and one of my subs hit me up and told me about The Shy. So I'm like, man, I got another show now. Once I saw the first episode, I was like, yeah, this is gonna be the next one. So then I started to do my research on new shows that's going to be coming down the line. So that way I'm more prepared for the show when it comes out, and I ain't like blindsided and trying to catch up like everybody else. So just do a lot of research, stay consistent. Don't be discouraged. I mean, it's not going to be like night and day. Now with YouTube, sometimes for some people it is. I mean, one video, that's all it takes. One video, you will blow up instantly. You know what I'm saying? So with my channel, I think I dropped the Tasha's new love interest, Power Season 4, Tasha's new love interest, and it got over 1 million views. That's the video that really start taking my channel to the next level. So it only really takes one video to change everything, but you got to know what you're talking about, and you got to be yourself. You got to be different than everybody else. You can't be like the next person. So that's why I try to incorporate stuff that I grew up with, and I try to like put it into my videos to be a little bit different than everybody else. And it's going to show, because everybody's going to be like, man, that's different than this next person. But just stay consistent and patient and keep going.
And I would co-sign him with, people going to talk junk, man. People are going to have something to say in your comment section, and you have just got to keep right on pushing. Do you know how many people jump down my throat when a theory don't come the way they want to see it come?
They'll be playing. They don't play it like wrong. Like, you wrong. Like, what you talking about? You don't know what you're talking about. Like, I'm just like y'all for real. Like, I am guessing stuff just like y'all. I'm no different from y'all. I'm doing research just like y'all. So yes, I'm probably gonna be wrong on some stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I'm human.
But you can't let that discourage you from doing this, because in all honesty, ladies and gentlemen, when we give educated hypothesis, that's entertainment. That is a story all to itself. And that's what people come to your channel for, to see what educated hypothesis you're giving that's different from what the show might do or what the show could do, and different from what someone else might say. So if you're going to start out doing this, ladies and gentlemen, do not veer away from your own original ideas and your hypothesis, and just let them talk. And as 50 would say, if they're going to hate, and let them hate and watch the money pile up. That's what we're doing. Right. And so we've got, go ahead.
But to say whether they talking good or bad about you, they talking about you. So that's all really
Exactly.
that makes sense. They clicking on that video, so they can say what they want to say. You getting paid.
Exactly. And so we've got another super chat from my folk Tony. Salute you, brothers. Mark Dart, how can I get a poster like the one you've got on your wall? I appreciate both of you guys. Mark, you got any advice for this brother to get a poster like yours?
I'm gonna need a brick for that, man. Need a brick for that one. Nah, yeah, you can go.
The man didn't say a dime bag. My man said a whole brick. Damn, go straight to Miami. God almighty.
Nah, but that poster, they remember when I did a video of my tour of the room or whatever. I was telling people that I was looking for a piece to go right into the center. And they ended up coming out with this poster. It wasn't even a poster, just like some art that they came out with on for Power Universe. And what I did was anybody can do it. You just go to their Instagram page, you save the image, you go to you can go to Walmart, you can go to Amazon, and you can just post you upload the poster on there, and then they ship it to you. They make it for you. So that's all I did. I made this on Amazon. So I saved the image, uploaded it on Amazon pictures, and then they sent it to me about I want to say 4 days or something like that. So it was a great timing.
So, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. That's how you get it. Now, Mark Dart, it's time to get into the story. Power Book 2, Season 2. Before we recap some of the favorite scenes, tell me your overall thoughts on the things you like about this season versus the things you didn't like, and what you hope to see coming in next season.
The number one thing that I like is very entertaining, regardless of what people think about the show. I think Book 2 Ghost is the most entertaining show of all of them. It's very entertaining. I would say what I probably disliked about it was a lot of stuff going on. Like, if you really pay attention to the show, you can kind of see that they're trying to put too much into the show at certain times in certain episodes. Like, it's a lot of different things going on at once. So that's what I was saying in my recap for the season finale. Like, if you pay attention, it's a lot of things moving. Like, they had to rush to get stuff in there or whatever. And somebody pointed out with Yasmin that they showed a picture of Yasmin and with Tasha, the room Tasha was in. It was a picture with Yasmin, Tariq, and Raina. But Yasmin is grown up. But when Raina was alive, Yasmin, how we got a grown up Yasmin? Or I think she 10, 12 or whatever, 10, 11.
Right.
But it's a picture. There it is. Is that it right there? Yeah, that's it.
That's it right there.
Raina, how is she that big and Raina is gone? You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of stuff in the show. Like, it's small little stuff, but regardless of that picture, I would say it was just a lot of different things moving. I try to, when I watch Book 2 Ghosts, it's more of just entertainment for me. It's a lot of drama, entertainment. I know a lot of stuff is not realistic. As far as the whole court case, they don't really have enough evidence anyway to convict anybody. Like Kane putting the badge into the desk. I mean, why would you do that? They don't have enough evidence on you anyway.
Right.
So you up in that school doesn't make any sense anyway. Right. But I understand it's TV, so I have to understand that it is TV, and they have to do certain things to make people watch and keep that entertainment going.
And that was just some of those little things are stuff that as a YouTuber you can pick up on and you can spaz out for entertainment value a little bit. Some of the inaccuracies in the story, that's what helps make this thing entertaining, because they have to do some of those things for time constraints, for writing constraints, and other constraints. But what they do is they allow us to come and be entertaining and talk shit about all that good stuff, have all kinds of fun that we want. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Mark Dart told me he had some favorite scenes. Now, he told me this some weeks ago. So I'm going to go to those scenes, and then we're going to come back and talk about his new favorite scenes. So, Mark, this was one that you liked a couple of weeks ago. It was entertaining, and just listen to the score when you hear this thing drop, and we'll come back and we'll take your thoughts on it, Mark.
Got you.
What am I supposed to tell my husband about another man paying my nephew's $1 million bill?
I don't know, Monet. Maybe tell him I did what I needed to do to protect our son.
Damn.
I didn't know how to tell you.
You don't have to explain. I know why you felt you had to do things that way, but that's over now. What I did today for you, for our son, that was nothing compared to the life I can give you, Monet. You don't have to struggle anymore, babe. From now on with me, you can be a woman.
I'm already a woman I need to be.
Or maybe the woman you needed to be. For Lorenzo.
Talk about it, Mark. How was that? That was like dropping a bunch of bricks on a sand hill when she dropped that stuff. So talk to me about that one, brother.
Man, that was crazy. And the thing about that particular scene, like, since I would do YouTube, whatever, I did my research. I already knew it was going to be a backstory between Mecca and Monet, but everybody didn't know the details of it. So of course, when he came in there, he said, "Look, I'm Zeke's father." It had everybody like going crazy at the time. Everybody going crazy. Right. It was so crazy. Some people didn't even believe it. They was thinking he was talking about Cain. And I'm looking like, nah, it's about Zeke. I mean, I can understand it could be confusing, but that particular scene was just flat out crazy because Monet thought she had everything figured out, that she had everything hidden. He didn't know certain things, but no, he's been doing his research. That boy's the GOAT of global snitching. He don't be around. He's the Joe of this show. He gonna be doing his research. So he already knew what time it was, and the name gave it away. So I know everybody was asking, like, how did he know that Zeke was his son? Well, the name, he got the tattoo that him and Monet went to go get. So only one person that knows that is her. And of course, it all came together. But yeah, that scene was crazy, man, because Monet thought she had it all figured out, that she can just push him away, and that was it. Nope. And Lorenzo ended up getting out too. So
the whole thing, and that's when the show just took the hell off when Lorenzo got out. Right. I loved every minute of it. And speaking of being the GOAT of global snitching, I almost want to call his ass the GOAT of global stalking too, because y'all know good and damn well knocking over dumpsters, looking for scraps.
The boy looking.
Yeah, just looking around. Y'all know good and damn well that was very stalker behavior, but it was okay in the beginning. Women was loving it because he was rich and he had helicopters. He got her panties wet in the helicopter, and then we seen again he got her panties wet on the yacht. So the only time we get smiles out of Monet is when she's in fancy vehicles, an airplane, a helicopter, or a yacht. Right. But Mark Dart had another scene he enjoyed involving Monet. Take a look at this one, my man, and then we'll let you break that one down to start us out.
Now you know I'm the one in control.
And he was right too. Talk about it, Mark Dart.
Right. You need me, Monet. She already knew what time it was. Now, the thing I like about that is, and this the thing, I know a lot of people don't like Tariq. At times, I don't like him for what he did to Ghost, but it is what it is. But what I do like about his character is every time, and this every single time, especially in this show, when somebody back him against the wall and they think they got him figured out, like he gonna bow down. Like Monet thought she had him, like, oh, you gonna do what I say. You gonna let your sister get taken away. You gonna sit in this car. Even with Mecca, he thought he had him figured out as well. But when you back him against the wall, he's like, well, I guess I might have to turn it to my dad real quick on you. And that's what he did in that car. He destroyed Monet, told her about everything, about her kids, and he told her, you need me. And based off what we saw, she did. She definitely needed Tariq, because we know if she didn't, she would have had more trust in Cain. That whole game plan to set up Mecca, she didn't have trust in Cain. That's why they had to make it seem like he was going to kill Lorenzo, because they know Cain is not going to get the job done. She got way more trust in Cain than in Tariq. He ain't even her son.
Exactly. And that's another reason why Cain hates Tariq. Cain wants to be Tariq. That's the problem. He be catching an attitude. He want to be Tariq so bad. But I've got to take you one other place, Mark Dart, because the word on the street is you got names for one of my new women on this show now. So at first I was down for Professor Addiction. I had to cut her loose. I almost got into a fight in my own house with my wife because of Professor Addiction. So I had to cut her loose. But then I get me a new boo thing on Power, and I heard you got jokes calling the chick Dirty Diana. And when y'all want to talk about my girl, this is all I got to say. That's all I got to say. You look at that smile. She looking like a T-Rex with all them teeth. That's what I got to say. Talk to me about why you got jokes on Dirty Diana.
Man, when Diana's character was introduced in season 1, I already had it in my head that once she got clapped up, once Tariq clapped those cheeks, I already had it in my head I was going to call her Dirty Diana. If you notice in season 1, I never called her Dirty Diana at all. I waited until she got clapped up by your boy Tariq. Once that happened, I mean, she thought she was a new woman. I guess she was, you know what I'm saying? She had a whole lot of confidence, and it was the perfect time to drop that video. I mean, she's Dirty Diana now, not just because she slept with Tariq, because I believe she has the biggest character development of all the characters this season. I mean, she was doing all kinds of different things. She moved silently, but she got loud results all the time. Just like in the last episode, she moved silently, but with her giving up information, it changes the whole game. It changes everything up.
I 100% agree with that. Now, I got this picture of my girl Diana, and I'm not going to call her Dirty Diana. I'm going to call her Princess Diana. Fuck a Wonder Woman. This is the Princess Diana I want in my life right here. But in this same scene, she made somebody mad because they was hungry as hell. She was in this scene right here. Monet was hungry as fuck. Look at how Monet is looking at Lorenzo over there eating good. My man got a 4-course breakfast, and Diana ain't bring her nothing. Do you hear me? She ain't bring her nothing. Over there looking mad as hell. Talk to me about this scene, Mark Dart.
Yeah, Monet, she woke up, man. Monet woke up, that stomach was rumbling. It was rumbling. you know how it is when you sleep, when you wake up and you smell that breakfast that your parents cooked or whatever, or your spouse. You be like, dang, I'm hungry in the mud. Like, what's that? Pancakes, eggs down there. Then, you know what I'm saying? Diana, she bring up the food and she gives it to Lorenzo. And you already know Monet was feeling some type of way. Like, dang, that smelled good. But, you know what I'm saying? I guess I got to go to Mecca's house and, you know, have that chef cook me up something because she ain't going to make me nothing. And Diana knew what she was doing. She knew exactly what she was doing. She was tired of her mom always dogging her out. And once Poppy came home, she said, you know what? Payback
is a bitch. And boy, she gave the ultimate payback on this show. So you said there were some other scenes that you really enjoyed. Talk to me about one of the other moments that happened this season that really resonated with you in your memory.
My number one scene, of course, is Dirty Diana at the dinner table.
Yes, Lord have mercy.
Yeah, that one right there, man. I was waiting on that. We all knew it was coming. We just didn't know where it was going to happen or when it was going to actually happen. But man, when she did that, even though she probably shouldn't have did it, I understood why she did it. She's a teenager. All that built up frustration. Your parent keep telling you what you not gonna do, and you know trying to control you all the time. You got Kane and everybody coming at you talking about, oh, why would you Tariq? So she said, okay, so this is what we gonna do. If you notice, she emptied the clip in a very smart way. Kane was running his mouth, so she said, okay, Kane, I got you. You was putting sugar in the product, so you can go ahead and sit down. Monet kept running her mouth about Tariq, so she was like, okay, since you want to run your mouth about Tariq, what about you and Dante? You know what I'm saying? And then Monet kept running her mouth, so that's what Diana emptied the clip. She said, well, guess what, Zeke? Dante's your daddy. You know what I'm saying? Monet is your mom's. So she emptied the clip very smartly. She didn't go in there just saying, I'm gonna destroy my mom's. She did it. She countered everything that was brought to her with a bigger counter every single time. So yeah,
and if you remember, she made an attempt to tell Monet.
Exactly. She tried to tell her.
Yeah, she tried to tell her before they got to that point, and Monet shut her down again. And that was before she went to court in her patent leather skirt to see Tariq. I remember that. And so she tried to warn her. Let me shout out this super chat from Remy Rains. Lamont, I'm loving you for all the collaborative work, love show you do on YouTube, peers, all the great interviews and reviews. Much success to you and all these collaborators with much success to Mark Dart. We appreciate that, Remy. Be sure to subscribe. Mark Dart, you've got 600 people who have turned out in the middle of a Tuesday to check you out. Be sure to check out his channel. Link is in video description. He's got a whole lot of other shows he's going to review this year coming. And right now, we're just wrapping it up about Power. So, Mark, I agree with you. I enjoyed that dinner scene. Probably the highlight of the whole entire season was that dinner scene, from the music to the look on everybody's face to Lorenzo, Mo, you need to go. To Diana basically calling Zeke dumb again. Zeke, she's your mother, Zeke. Oh, my goodness.
His facial expressions, man. That dude had me cracking up. He had me cracking up. All he cared about was the draft. Like, this gonna mess up my draft. This gonna mess up my draft. I didn't lie. You did.
You did. My boy wasn't thinking about the family at all. It just went straight to the NBA, and that was it. He was worried about the draft. But Mark Dart, check this out. I already knew he was gonna die.
Oh yeah.
But and I supported his death. The brother's doing music, and I got a clip. So for those of you who didn't know, Mr. Daniel Bellamy is doing music. Here he is. Take a listen to this. That's your boy Zeke doing the most, Mark.
Oh man.
So when you gonna buy the album?
Hey, I already got it downloaded, man, on Apple Music, man. My favorite song of his is "Ain't No Hoe in My Blood." That song, it go hard and it be having me cracking up at the same time. Like I be singing it and laughing at the same time because all I can envision is his face
and his voice.
If you watch the music video, man, it's gonna have you rolling.
And so overall, Mark Dart, you've already said that Book 2, Season 2 has been your favorite of all of them so far. Of all the powers.
I said it's the most entertaining. It's the most entertaining. Book 2 Ghosts in general is the most entertaining book to me. So it's like very entertaining. It's like I would say it's like a high level soap opera or whatever. Like my yeah, that's my viewpoints on that on the show. It's very good, but like I said, it's just the most entertaining one.
So
but I like other ones better when it comes to things.
To story arc, I guess you like some of the other ones better.
Yeah, and realistic. I like my taste in TV shows and stuff that's more realistic, raw, gritty type stuff. Like I do appreciate like the drama and stuff with Book 2 Ghosts. It's talked about. It got all the young people talking about it, all the different memes and stuff, which is great. But you know, I like more like gritty, raw, uncut, realistic type storylines. So I do like the Raising Kanan storyline. I think the acting is top notch. Like the acting in Raising Kanan is on another level. But Tina Miller, I don't even know how she didn't get nominated for NAACP award. See, that's why I don't really take those award shows serious because you cannot tell me that she doesn't deserve to get nominated. Like, come on.
Yeah,
she was beasting as Kanan's mom.
Beasting. That's why I wore this shirt. That's exactly why I wore this shirt because I would.
You already know what time it is.
Okay. Great minds think alike. Ladies and gentlemen, we didn't plan this shit. I'm telling you, we did not plan this. We did not plan this one bit. I was definitely going to get your opinion on that. So, I was disappointed too, man, because it was like, come on, man, Patina Miller.
Yeah, she a beast.
I would say she had probably of all the females in the Power universe, wouldn't you say she was in the top 3 of performance?
Cold, man. That girl, it was at times I was watching the show when she was talking to Kanan. I was like, damn, I felt like she was my mama talking to me, like playing around. Like, shit, I need to get my stuff together. Like, she can really act. She's a Broadway Emmy-winning actress, man. She is a beast. You can tell.
Yes.
Like, even with Jukebox, Helly Kilgore, it's different levels to acting. And when you watch, like I said, when you watch Raising Kanan, it's like different levels to acting. I think all the spinoffs are good. Each one is dominating at certain things. When it comes to acting, I definitely give the nod to like Patina Miller and Haley Kilgore. They be killing it in Raising Kanan. And of course, we watching Tommy's show, which I think is going to be the best one of all of them. I think it's going to be a combination of everything put together. And it also has like elements of the old school Power. And, you know, I can't wait to see the rest of it.
And not only that, but Tommy, I feel like it's going to have more of a Sopranos feel to it as well as we're going down that road with Tommy. And you've careened into what I want to talk about next, which is Tommy's show. And a good friend to both of our channels was in it. Let me play this clip. You'll know this brother when I show him to you.
Stars, now you niggas know who we are. Let them keep talking, they never win.
We let them get real comfortable outside. Then we make the motherfucking call.
We'll get it, Ross.
That's the big homie. That's the big homie J Mo from around the way, man. So talk about your feelings on this first episode. And they done dropped on Tommy his mama was down with that Cincinnati Bengal Jungle Fever too. and got a black son.
She got a what's it called, BBC or something? Yeah, she won't play.
Yeah, man. She like that BBC.
That first episode was crazy. And shout out to Jay Moore, man. He killed it in the episode.
He did. The
first person that I ever did a power live stream with, and I don't think he get enough credit, man. Like I said, he was side by side with me doing these power reviews, left to right, man. And I truly appreciate him, man, and what he's brought to this community. And like I said, he don't get enough credit. That dude a beast for real. He's very talented. But that first episode, it was crazy because you watch Book 2 Ghosts and then you watch this and you see a complete difference. You see a complete difference. It's more dialogue. The character development is completely different. It feels more like a actual show that you got to pay attention to, and it's going to have a great story. And plus Tommy, man, that dude, his feelings is all over the place, man. But he has he don't care right now. The dude don't care at all what's going on. It's dangerous, but it's also a positive for him because it's got everybody like, man, like this white boy crazy. Like I ain't never seen anything like this, but he's smart. He got a lot of experience. So it's catching people off guard that he's moving like that.
Do you feel like that this show is making him more cerebral than we've ever seen Tommy in the past? Just the way they set him up in this first episode. Yeah,
I think it's definitely going to make him more like that. He gonna have to be vicious too at certain times, but at the same time, he's gonna learn from his mistakes and what he's done in the past. So he's probably not gonna move like he used to, based off the original Power, because we know what happened in the original Power, how he was moving. The dude was just he was reckless. He didn't care at all.
He was very reckless. Yeah, exactly.
So he knows that, and I'm pretty sure he gonna learn from all that stuff, man. He gonna move way differently in this series.
Now you saw in the opening setup that Glow, she got a little bit of that Cincinnati Bengal in her, African wild jungle cat in her, got off on Tommy. But do you think Tommy gonna wind up getting the panty draws of Claudia too?
Claudia. When I first saw like the trailer, or actually when I even first saw the cast, and I learned that Claudia was Walter Flynn's daughter without knowing any information, I was like, man, like I'm pretty sure Tommy gonna clap those cheeks. That's what I initially thought. But once information came out that Gloria was his love interest, I was like, okay, I see what time it is. But when you watch the trailers, I don't care what nobody say, you can still feel that chemistry between Claudia and Tommy. You can see it when they talking or whatever. And I'm thinking maybe down the line, but it's very risky because if you smashing, the boss's daughter, it's going to be some issues. So Tommy has to understand it's going to be consequences for clapping those cheeks. But do I think he will? Yeah, he gonna get in that. Trust me.
Now, it might be consequences for him smashing Gloria cheeks because the boss's son, who the boss wants to ascend to number one, is chasing them panty draws. So talk a little bit about that. How is that going to cause a problem for Tommy? And we've already seen Vic Flynn. He ain't the sharpest tool in the shack. He probably couldn't. Yeah, exactly. Talk about that a little bit more, Dark.
Yeah, Vic Flynn. It's crazy because Vic Flynn, his name is Shane Harper, his real name. He was in Hightown. I know you review Hightown, whatever. I watched Hightown season 1 or whatever. But when I was watching Hightown, when I saw him in that show, I was like, man, this dude would be great for Power. Like it was something about his character that I had that feeling like this dude would be great for Power. And it was crazy that they actually cast him for Power Book 4 Force. But besides that, as far as him and Gloria, they got another trailer out, like a this season trailer, and it shows him and Gloria getting real close. So he's attacked. He thinks that that's his girl for real, and she ain't really trying to, she's trying to push him off, but he keep pressing. Yes, but he gonna be upset, just like Lorenzo when he finds out she was getting her cheeks clapped by Tommy. Watch. And he young. Make a lot of mistakes. That dude young. You coming to a deal with not enough money. I mean, you in Chicago. Like, what are you doing, bro? Why not have enough money? And you don't got nobody with you for real. You got the Simon dude that you would have had, but there ain't enough people. You need to be coming prepared for stuff like that.
And on top of that, you undermining your dad, who we are to assume is one of the top drug dealers and influencers in all of Chicago. You undermining that. Your sister's about to do the same thing, and your sister really seems like she's the brain of the organization, but she can't ascend because she's a female. and she's got her eyes out on you trying to help you. But this is, like I said, this has got a whole lot of Soprano / Succession feel to it. And I think, Mark Dart, you might enjoy this out of all the series because this is going to be more of the gritty feel you've been looking for.
Right. Yeah, I definitely do. Like I said, I've been waiting on this one more than all of them. And this is a reason why they moved it from book 5 to book 4, because they knew that the fans wanted to see Tommy show. If this would have been the first one after, the numbers really would have been through the roof, because everybody really wanted to see Tommy show right after first power ended or whatever, but we had to wait. But yeah, definitely now, I think it is.
And then let me shout out to people. You've got 615 watching. Let us get 600 likes. If you've never seen Mark Dart, subscribe to his channel. This video will be on the podcast 30 minutes after we're done. His links is in the video description. Be sure to come back tomorrow night where I will have Amani Lewis. She was on Hightown as Charmaine. And then on Thursday at 9 p.m., I've got Shane Johnson, who plays Cooper Sachs. He'll be up here Thursday night at 9 p.m. And so I'm going to get you out of here on this, Mark Dart. We talked about Tommy's show. There's about to be a Tate spinoff called Influence, which I think for me, that's probably one of my number 2 most look forward to of the Power shows. What ideas or what feelings do you have about that show coming out?
I've been waiting for that show as well. I mean, Tate's show is in pre-production right now. I know everybody keep asking about it when it's going to happen. It's crazy that everybody's asking about it, but a lot of people were saying they didn't want to see it. And that's the thing with all these fans. They talk about what they don't want to watch, but it's Power. You're going to watch it, regardless if it's Cooper Sachs spinoff. People are going to watch and tune in. And Rashad Tate, come on, that's old dog right there. You seen what he did in the original Power. You seen what he did in book 2 Ghosts. Y'all going to watch Lorenz Tate at the end of the day. And I think it's going to be, I like it because it's going to be a different element that I'm looking to see, especially in Power, because it's always about drugs and all that stuff. This time it can go into the political world and government stuff that people wanted Ghost to get into. A lot of the people were saying like, man, I wanted to see Ghost in politics and all that stuff. Well, you get to see old dog Tate doing his thing in the politics. And I think they're going to do a good job at doing it.
100% agree. And I think that what they figured out is a way to tap into all the secular elements of society.
Right.
You've got influence with that. You've got college aspect with book 2. You know, I really wish they would have kept Zeke, because I felt like they could have made him a professional athlete. You know, look, I still got my prop right here, Mark Dart, because I'm still mad. I wanted to see an all-star game with Zeke and the Tejadas. Can you imagine that?
Right, they done messed up his opportunity. Man.
Yeah, man. Professor Meagle, she don't know nothing. She don't know nothing. Like, golly. So, man, it's been a blessing to have you on this show, Mark Dart. Tell the people what they can look forward to seeing on your channel over this next year. What is going to be the mission statement for your channel coming this next year?
We're just going to continue the game plan, hard work, dedication, prayers, and belief. That's a Money Make quote. But besides that, we're going to be having all types of different shows, y'all. We got the Power Universe. We got book 3 coming. I think it's coming spring or something like that. Spring or summer. Yep. P-Valley. I will be doing P-Valley as well. And most likely season 3 of book 2 Ghosts. We got BMF coming. All American. We got Snowfall. I mean, we got The Shy. I mean, we got all types of different shows, man. I can't wait to talk about them with you guys. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys. And the main thing is, like I tell you guys, if you're a new YouTuber, just stay consistent with the game plan. Don't give up. It's going to come. And if you're a new YouTuber, trust me, right now it's the best time to do it. I wish the universe was like this when I first started YouTube. You got a whole Power universe. Everybody can make videos about all this different stuff. So take advantage of it right now. This is the greatest time to actually be a YouTuber. If you're into like TV and this is your lane, go ahead and do it. Trust me. But yeah, I can't wait to do all these new shows. It's a lot of work coming. It's gonna be a very busy summer, spring, fall, winter. It ain't gonna stop. Like they say, Power never ends. It's never gonna end from the looks of it.
Have you there's a show I reviewed called Godfather of Harlem. Have you ever thought about taking a crack at that one?
Yeah, I seen some Godfather of Harlem. It comes on and it's Epics or something like that. Is it Epics? It comes on the app, right?
It's on Epics.
Epics, yeah. I seen some of that. The only reason I didn't do it because I was just so busy with all these other shows. Like some of the times I'll be wanting to do a lot of these shows, but I just be too busy with other shows. And to be honest, sometimes I actually like just to watch the show and don't have to worry about looking at every little like Nick and Creddy about the show. Like I like reviewing the shows, but man, when I watch Power and all these other shows that I review, I gotta really be paying attention to everything. If I don't, y'all gonna call me out on it. So shows like Godfather of Harlem or like Hightown, I actually like to just watch and just chill and don't have to worry about knowing every single thing about it. I just want to enjoy myself or whatever. But we'll see down the line what we're gonna do. It is gonna be more shows that I will be reviewing, but as of right now, we got a full schedule for this year.
Gotcha. And you made a great point, Mark Dart. When you do review these shows, you have to be up on every little opportunity that goes on into the show. So one thing that I do, I do not try to review more than 3 shows at a time. You know, that's my max. So I really like to keep it to 1 or 2, to be honest with you, because that way you can make videos about the show, you know, a couple of videos each and every week about what you think is going to happen, what you've seen, that type deal. But that's just the way I try to balance mine. And I'm with you. There are some shows you don't want to have to review so that you can sit back, watch the show, and watch somebody else do the reviews like you. You know, I don't do All American. You know, I kick back and watch you do it and just enjoy it and not have to worry about the stress of what goes into making these reviews work for everybody. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is your homie Mark Dart. His video link is in my description. Be sure to check him out. Let him know how you feel. And we're going to get you guys out of here on that note. So, Mark Dart, you want to link up sometime, maybe later on in the spring? I don't know what's going to be going on, but I know we'll make it hot anyway.
Oh, it's going to be hot. You know, P Valley coming. We got the Shy. I mean, we review the same show, so it's going to be a lot of different shows coming. And we can once again talk about the finales or what's to come for the future.
Exactly. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for us. Don't forget to like the video, comment, subscribe, get yourself that life gain. And when we do get our next review going, we'll bring it to you guys live and in the flesh. Check my video description. Subscribe to Mark Dart. Till that next Sex is Hell video, I'll see you tonight.
Peace, y'all.
Peace.